Get free tech advice for your business from O2 Gurus. Search O2 Business for more. Hey guys, welcome to Btekt. It's Basil here comparing the Moto X Style with a Google Nexus 6, also made by Motorola. These two are very similarly styled devices. You can see they've got their tapered corners, edges that just curve in really nicely and elegantly. They feel great in the hand, but they've got quite flat sides. What's really great about the style is the fact it has a smaller display than the Nexus 6. The Nexus 6 is just a really big device, which makes it really niche. Didn't love the Moto X, the original one, because it just doesn't have a big enough battery. So the Nexus 6 was my go-to. Really interested to see if the style does manage to live up with its 3000 milliamp battery under the hood and go a full day. You can expect a fair few things from this thing, not least of all Moto Maker. You can see we've got the wooden finish, which looks amazing on here. I absolutely love this. Really can't wait to see how it performs in life, whether it wears well or not. But definitely first impression in the hand, the wood finish is my absolute firm favorite. 76% screen to body ratio. It's got a better one than that of the Nexus 6, but it still manages to pack front-facing speakers. What looks like a front-facing flash paired with that wide-angle lens for some decent selfie action. Quad HD display, just like the Nexus 6. Around the back, you've got cameras. A 13 megapixel rear camera versus a 21 megapixel camera with an f2 lens. It's also got dual flash as well, Motorola insignia. On the right hand side of both devices you've got power button and volume rocker. Down at the base, micro USB connector. Left hand side, no buttons. Up at the top, those 3.5mm headphone jacks and SIM card slots. Really comfortable in both hands, but I will say the style has won me over in hand sensation based on that screen size, like I said. The user interface of the style is also very similar to the Nexus insofar as it's stock Android with a few enhancements from Motorola. They have their own applications on here, as you can see. But what that stock Android means is you're going to get a very decent upgrade time. So you won't have to wait too long before you get Android M on here when it finally does land. Android M, just like we've got on the Nexus 6. You can see you've got vertically scrolling applications tray. Android M, by the way, is a new version of Android that has only been released in beta, and we've got the beta running on here. Vertically scrolling applications tray, and you can customize quick toggles. But they're the main key differences. Everything else is pretty similar. You've got Google Now to the left, and a variable number of home screens based on the number of apps and widgets that you've got populating it. Ultimately, therefore, two really competent devices, but they do have different chipsets as well. You've got a Snapdragon 808 chipset inside the Motorola Moto X Style. Inside the Nexus 6 is an 805 chipset. We've seen the 808 in the LG G4. Can't wait to see how it performs with a more stock user interface though. That 808 chipset is paired with 3 GB of RAM, which is the same as that found on the Nexus 6. Both of these have nice and zippy LTE connectivity, as well as all your standards, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, etc. What's really nice about the Moto X Style, which you don't have on the likes of the Motorola-made Google Nexus 6, is gesture support. So it will actually activate, launch the camera with a twist, just like we found on the original Moto X, as well as all those other enhancements like Moto Assist and hands-free services that Motorola has become pretty famous for. Ultimately, can't wait to get the style in. Really can't wait to try out Moto Maker. Hopefully we'll get a chance to create our own Motorola Moto X Style. If you've got any questions about the device, anything you want us to try out when we do get a review device in, fire them in the comments section below. If you did like the video, then click that like button. And of course, if you like Btekt in general, click subscribe. That's how you're going to stay on top of everything we do on this channel. Thanks for watching.